Hi everyone, Comic Reviewer here, this time reviewing on the film Laura Star. Now, as you know, Laura Star is a 2004 animated feature film that was produced and created in Germany, as well as being based on the popular series of children's books Laura Stern by Curtis Burgert. Now, the premise of the film is meant to be about Laura, who is meant to be this young country girl who's moved with her family into the big city. And you can kind of tell Laura is a bit more hesitant about being here. She's a bit more open against it. And you can kind of tell she's kind of like doesn't really want to stay in the big city. We kind of see how she ends up meeting Max, her neighbor, and I kind of feel we could have had more time with Max as well as Laura to sort of bring them together. Like when you kind of bring two friend characters together, you want them to sort of get to know each other. So of course we kind of see how a shooting star falls down to Earth late at night, and we see how Laura takes it back home and becomes its friend. And we kind of see how Laura's star is able to bring toys to life, able to sort of act on its own, and I think for the most part it's kind of like an owner and its pet. And of course there is some consequences to it being here. We kind of see how it's slowly losing power, and we kind of see how Laura has to kind of make the ultimate option about keeping it or basically sending it back into space. And I would say the film itself has a more of a slice of life story. I feel when we have Laura sort of interacting with the kind of city, they really do keep the city life really well intact. And I think for the most part I do feel what they get right at is kind of showing you how you're moving to a new neighborhood and kind of having to get used to the sort of new environment, the sort of new life in the city story. And I kind of feel with the film itself being 80 minutes, you can tell they try to squeeze a lot of things in to sort of get things ready. And I think surprising enough, I know for a time back in 2004 all the way to 2012 or 14, their website was actually still around at the time before being completely taken down. And surprising enough with Laura Star was that there were two other films only released in Germany back in September 2009, Laura Star and the Mysterious Dragon Neilin, as well as in 2011, a third one, Laura Star and the Dream Monsters. Now, I do have a bit of a theory why they never got made into an English release. Could have been due to low success with the film, and probably meaning that Warner Brothers in America just didn't really want to do another one. And I'm guessing that because the original cast in English cast got older, I mean they couldn't really do it again. I think for the most part, Laura Star really captures the innocence of a child's imagination. It kind of shows like an owner between its friend and pet. So I think this movie actually deserves a thumbs up. It's still good and still alright as a slice of life story. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.